Madden NFL 23. And we'll see James Conner. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Cards and the Texans, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Got a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hurts.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Texans send the punter out.
Greg Dortch back deep.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Murray now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. First carry for James Conner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Cardinals at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Conner here on first. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 24 carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Delayed game, Austin.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Screen pass to Conner. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Murray now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. His throw incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds downs, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Murray now on first down. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Now Murray again. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring.
It's going good. How about you, man?
Play fake. Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Going even better now. Good. Hey, it's Friday. That's always a good thing.
And they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
All right, we got like a long list of injuries for this week. Rondale Moore is out with a dislocated wrist. J.J. Watt is out with a fractured foot. Backup tight end McBride is also out. Dislocated shoulder, I think. There's a couple other offensive linemen that are injured. Moore got injured in the practice. Yeah, so we're running on sketchy line today.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Calhoun. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. I'll probably stream it a couple times tonight, at least. Probably stay up late.
Coming up. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
There he is, the beast, Isaiah Simmons.
That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together.
Let you take a look at our injury list here for a second while I take care of something. Here they are, man. Yeah, they are for sure. Anytime towards the end of the weekend, Friday and Saturday. All right, I'm back. Good deal. All right, the bad thing about these injuries, all right, Moore is my slot receiver. McBride is my, well, go-to tight end, I guess. This is my starting left guard. This is my starting left tackle. And this is our pass rushing end, of course. So I think we'll hold up pretty well. We got some backups in place just for this reason. Let's see.
They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This is taken at the 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going.
And this guy right here, Nathaniel Dell, that guy that just returned the punt, he is going to be a dark horse. Yeah, 3 away from 500, man. Almost there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that get your list?
Yeah, early on it's been James Conner, man. He's gotten better as he's gotten older.
What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, trying to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run forward with Conner. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
4 yards remain for second down. Murray's going to keep it on the option.
And they're well past midfield.
Right now, man, we're above 500. We're 4-3. We came back after starting out 0-2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete.
All right, there's Rondale Moore's replacement, Greg Dortch.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time.
I tell you, a good thing about the injuries, though, if you got younger players, is now is the chance to develop them. Greg Dortch is a 76. He's a little guy, too, 5'7", 170 something.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Conner. And able to get him down.
Oh, what a cut. I know you've seen that cut back lane.
Just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Murray now rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. James Conner, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. McCann for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Houston set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On first down, Hurts. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a give, right side. Calhoun, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. On second down, here's Pierce. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Calhoun, and he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size,
yeah, that was a good run right there. Can't do much. He just pushed off a big linebacker.
Or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No, you can't run away from that man.
Getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it ends up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it.
All right, here we go. 63-yard field goal.
So on tracks the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. McCann's kick.
Got it.
Good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized for the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips.
Yeah, it was close. Almost had it.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hurts throw complete here to Ayuk. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys.
Oh, was that a fumble or was he down?
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this.
All right, it was a fumble. Let's go, guys.
This is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down. Murray, he'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away. And come
Yeah, I think so, as long as the wind's right.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
All right, good first half. We got a shutout going. I was hoping we'd get a chance at that 66-yarder. I've made it 65. That's the longest I've made, though.
At our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. Trey Lance, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. The Broncos looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. 2 touchdowns there for Saquon Barkley. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And down he goes, but he takes it out to the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Murray a give, this is counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, it's counter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into it.
How many yards would it be from here? 64, right?
As a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Yeah, it's got the wind blowing back. There's no way I'd make it. I was asking how long the field goal would be. I think it'd be 64 from here, but I can't make it with the wind blowing back.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly...
Yeah, I'm telling you, my kickers, I actually like punting and kicking with them. They're a lot of fun.
I go ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down now, Calhoun. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll be stopped up at the 20.
The defense is on point today. On point.
Being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Hurts. Now he steps away. And this one is in.
Again, breaking it up. Good defense.
Trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a 49-yard.
What's up, Liam?
How's
it going?
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona
Welcome.
ready to go as they take the field. Sure had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can
Trying to shut out the Jalen Hurts-led Texans.
Because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Connor on the read option. Bulldozes past him. And getting
God, he is a beast. He is a beast.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Good deal. Did you guys have good days? Yeah, now that's definitely, now that was a truck stick.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome. Say happy birthday for me.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Murray now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
My gosh. His accuracy is a little crazy sometimes.
Still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is
appreciate it, man. We're definitely, I think we're more in sync now compared to the early weeks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Oh, there we go. Run, big man, run. Yeah, 3 more for 500.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just think, a week and a half, we were at 380.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's dropped just before.
Yeah, no, it's blowing up. I hope it keeps going.
An option handoff given to Connor. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Boy, Connor might run for 40 times by the end of this one.
And they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him.
No, I don't. I don't know who that is.
Really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards.
Me personally, I'm a creator. I don't really watch YouTubers like that. I'll watch the occasional video, but I like creating.
Murray giving to Connor on the option, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that I'm just a creator. We don't really, I mean, I watch, but, you know.
Trend would change now. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. To Connor on the check down. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
Oh, yeah, you know it. We're trying to bleed the clock. Now, it's not about a touchdown. Just bleeding the clock.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why
On those short yardage plays, I like to call out the tackle, double team, and opposite linebacker, because usually the opposite linebacker is coming to fill the gap. That's why I did that.
And secure a victory.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Like right here, I'm looking for a cutback inside or to the left.
Again, it's Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I got a PS5, 2 PS4s, Nintendo, a Wii U. What is the new Nintendo called? A Switch? That's pretty much it.
They run behind center with Connor. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line
No, I don't play it. I just have it. I like the Zelda games. I haven't played that thing in years.
back in training camp, they knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Connor up the middle. And he picks up the 1st down.
Man, they just can't stop Connor. He's just going to run all the way down for a touchdown here, I guess.
Starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Yeah, 1970s Wii.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Connor on the read option. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's where I came up on that original Nintendo.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bro, they didn't even have a Nintendo in the 70s. Came out in the 80s.
Murray going to take off with it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Now that's a read. Yep.
Murray, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
What? 1970s. I don't think it's a Nintendo then, buddy. It's got to be called something else.
They moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to...
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That was close to grounding. But it's...
Be right back.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Texans,
I figured they'd try to make a run towards the end of the game. They always do.
3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their stand.
Yeah, it's okay. They scored 1. I haven't looked it up yet, buddy. Not yet.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field.
Big game for James Conner. 155 total yards.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 4 yards on the
Yeah, I think so. Right now he's at 83, and he's got an up arrow, so that's awesome.
Teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Appreciate it, Liam. Thanks, buddy.
Murray going to throw. He'll get this to Conner underneath. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over. And now out comes Houston. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the
I was like, where the heck did a touchdown happen?
That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
On the jump.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And it's
oh, what a break up there. Clutch.
Had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and nerve?
Yeah, I try to do good every time.
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah, this one should be over. Time to run the clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, a run with counter. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, a give to counter. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I'm probably going to go for it. Might as well. Oh, really? Antarctica? I bet it is cold.
They're going to run. Here's counter. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short.
I think he had it, but I'm not even worried about it. Okay.
A huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should...
Oh, yeah. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Down to a
Yeah, it looked like he stepped out of bounds. I wasn't going to say nothing, though.
It's fun to be your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about...
All right, that's game, guys. We'll probably stream a little bit later. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to go through the stats and see if we got any upgrades.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
I'll leave it run for a little bit. But I got to do some house things. I got to take trash and fun stuff. So, but I'll be back on later. All right, we'll see you guys.
You get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Cards, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they
see you. Take care.
500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound.